ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Room to run past midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Left pass. Mike 10. Watch the slip. 10's the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. 14, find it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Here we go.
Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Open man Hamler. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Watch twins.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. But you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike team right here, guys. Mike team. You must be getting tired.
On 2nd and a couple. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Move. 3 down. 4 left. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Hey, watch the screen.
Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Go. Check. Go. Listen. Mike 27. Mike
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. The 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Michael O.J. Mudia just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. The point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. He finds his target, Allen. A big play there just before halftime.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Roethlisberger. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Finding room to the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Come on, fellas. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. And come on out here, come get some.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a big play there for the Broncos. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Zebra. Go.
Now it's Wilson.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
Wilson will throw again. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
0-0. Mike 10, Mike 10. Go, 14. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. Room here to run. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Denver. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.